I'm making this video about extension sockets, these specific ones I found recently. They're not new, I've had them a while, but it just shocked me how catastrophically they had failed and how dangerous they can be. I can't tell you where I bought them, but they weren't the sort of dear ones. They were sort of in a value shop, shall we say. They're made in China. I've been able to find out the business by the code. I tracked down to a company in China that says they make plugs and sockets and Christmas decorations, which is a bit worrying. I'm guessing the main fault with them, it's about the plastic. It's not about the electrics, how they're wired or anything like that. It is about the plastic that's been made out of them. And it's not the first time I've come across the plastic just breaking up. But with an electrical item like this, I would have thought a bit more care would have been taken place, but I guess not. Or it could have been a bad batch of plastic. Some of them, like this one, does show half the plug is disintegrating and the top half looks a bit better. But yeah, it's pretty shocking how bad they are, because I basically just picked up and your finger went through them, as I can show you with this one. You just pick it up and, well, yeah, as you can see, you're straight onto live. If you haven't turned off the plug at the socket, it could be quite catastrophically, you can get electrocuted. I'm talking plastic failure on a grand scale. I'm guessing it's a UV sort of degradation and put some stabilizer in it or something like that. But they've been under units in the dark and they're all gone the same way at the same time. So it makes you think there might be even more at play. It could be age, but I have found another video on YouTube with a slightly different one, and they showed exactly the same problem. It just breaks up. You can see why I had the cloth on the table now. It is pretty shocking that that is what you can be left with. One of them I found, when I sort of found this problem, I looked around and it was just sitting like that, where the Hoover had hit it or something like that, exposing that wire. And another one, I tried to pull out the socket and my thumb just went straight through it while I was holding it to pull the socket out. So they're totally falling apart like this. The plastic has just, you know, I'm not using any force, it is just totally gone. And to say that, and also you can see the plug. The plugs are the same. You can break them up. I'll undo this one and show you. I think it'll probably break up. The top half looks better, so it might be something to that. You can hope this is just a bad batch, but that's the plug just breaking up. Plastic is right. They haven't been exposed to any. A lot of them have just had light use, low powered items plugged into them and shoved under the unit, perhaps a DVD player plugged in. You know, some have been for chargers. So I don't think they've been exposed to any sunlight, so it's just purely age possibly. They could be anything over 4 or 5 years old, but they've just totally disintegrated. But the more worrying thing is, this company that sells these say they do plugs and sockets. And yeah, the advice is when doing anything, unplug them and turn them off. But if the socket is made of this stuff, that is even more worrying, because you can't turn the sockets off in your wall if you've been swapped them over to these ones. Because it looked, when I bought it, I remember they looked fine. You know, perhaps not the best, sturdiest, but they're definitely a thing. Even this one, when I pulled it off the wall, tried to take it off the wall where I'd screwed it on, that just broke up. And it's only recently I think they've started to break up. That's logo I haven't been able to identify, but that one I have, and it's a company in China. Their website is not great, but I say it's just littered with Christmas decorations. So it means that the Christmas decorations, they're made of this plastic. You get them out once a year or something like that, and they're going to get, you don't look at them too hard. The kids could grab them. There you go. It's pretty awful. And also then I looked at sort of whether there have been any recall notices on them, and I did find some sockets that I had thought of buying at the time, did have recall notices on them, and it perhaps shows that recalls are not perhaps the best way of getting notice out to people, unless it makes the TV, which people start to hear about more. Perhaps social media or even YouTube, it might be a good way of publicising faults in items. And I would have thought YouTube or someone like that wouldn't mind sort of putting it higher up on the rankings so more people see things when they've got a proper recall. Well, there you go. I don't think that socket is going to do anything more. And there's your plastic waste, or perhaps it's fake plastic. As some people like to say, everything is fake now. This could be the start of fake plastic. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope this might help people who have got these sockets, or to even go around and check the sockets. But mate, before you touch them, turn them off first, because this is dangerous. Okay, thank you for watching.